They go play action here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Taylor. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Up the middle, here's Taylor. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. This one completes Alec Pierce. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
First and 10, Taylor now. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. 2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 28. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
A give for Taylor running right side.
Uses the stiff arm. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on first down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here. In this situation, they stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
That's complete to Pierce.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
They're going to look to throw.
Able to find his man, Woods.
Touchdown! Jelani Woods, his first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Colts' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go. Hey, smash Broncos. Ready.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
18 Rattler.
On third down, drop to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away.
On the return, it's Rodgers. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Room here to run. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
Let's go.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Right side complete. That's Woods.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
The offense on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
play action. They'll throw. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. First and 10.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's first and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
Now receiver in motion left. Taylor is into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 2nd and 3. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Let's go now.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Big Lion.
Looking to throw.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he will have a Steelers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. The Steelers had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And they were given a gift to 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
There he goes, right side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Well, the way things have been going to this one, Charles, it was only a matter of time before this defense got involved and made a big play. And they do right there. Gosh, this lead is so large, CD, and we're only in the first half.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing that's so amazing about it. You mentioned this large lead. How's this their first takeaway of the game? And what a spectacular run it was. Adding to the lead, showing the true dominance, and you're exactly right. We're still in the first half.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
First down, here's the run with Cook. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. I guess that was a little better. He got back to the line of scrimmage there after the loss on first down, but now you're still dealing with a 3rd and long.
So let's put on our offense coordinator hat. They've been very aggressive against the run the last 2 plays. I'm thinking screen right here. Let them come get the quarterback and dump it off. There could be some room to roam.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Hey, smash Broncos!
Back to throw. It's complete to Cook. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 44-yard line. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Second down and 7.
Warriors 70.
He'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, check that, street. Drop 60, drop 60.
He'll look to throw.
He finds Pickens over the middle.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it.
They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. They'll set up a throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And the tight end goes in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there just before halftime. 47 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure is good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now back to throw. And complete right side to Cook. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. Being chased out left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll set up to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That one finds Pierce right side. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beef eaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Ready?
They'll look to throw here. Touchdown, Colts. DJ Chark from 4 yards out. And the Colts use the short field to get in for 6. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 28-0.
Steelers, nothing.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down.
Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
They go play action here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Ready.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
Able to find his man, it's Pickens. And he is going to have the Steelers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Heck of a 4th and short conversion. They end up getting north of 20 yards.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
Back to throw again. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Here's Freiermuth again. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
Here we go.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Three.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Bobby Okereke.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this 3rd quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now.
Steelers nothing. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Bobby Okereke making that tackle.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Steelers.
3 quarters in the books. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, it's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and it is 42-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Let's go now.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
Hot 70, hot.
2nd and 4. His throw incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Steelers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit, give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that that call now might get the fans back into this one.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They're going to look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 35. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh 1st. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
And they'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. On the counter, it's Taylor.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Back to Taylor on first down.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more.
Alex Highsmith there on the tackle. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On second down, it's Taylor.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On play action, they'll throw.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
It got his man, complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
Now, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, Taylor.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7.
They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
2nd down, another run with Taylor.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
So he's had a nose for the end zone here in the early part of this season. 2 touchdowns for him now in this one to go along with the one he had in the opener as well.
Yeah, he certainly finds where the goal line is and finds a way to get across it. But you know who else senses it? The guys that block for him. Because he has that instinct, I think they hold their blocks just a little bit longer.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that zero on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
Cook on the toss left. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you made.
And now here is another interception.
And the Colts come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So not just a blowout win for them today, Charles, but a shutout blowout win as well. Clearly just a superior effort on both sides of the ball.
Hey, didn't it feel like you get a touchdown, you get a touchdown, and then the defense jumped up and said, hold it, we're getting involved as well. You're exactly right. Big points, both sides contributing, a full team win.
So for Indianapolis, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll return home next week to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.
Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. 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 I hope y'all can S-double-E, 'cause I need your eyes on me. 'Cause once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can S-T-O-P. Can I make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy before we start getting unruly. I've been hooping like a hoolie, keep it coolie before I stuff you in a locker like a bully. Like a bully. Put in the work, you can see my fingernail dirt. I'm the last one to leave, even when I come first. Yeah, you might want strapped in. No, I'm not crazy, I'm just tapped in. Hungry like a bastard, I'm about that action, no slacking. Well, I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Cause here come the pain. No one to call up for help. No one to blame but yourself. You should've known better, however you did it. So we had to come ring your bell. Like I need a award, wait until I score. Make it rain till it pour. I'm a dog on fours, put in work like a chore. Till I'm underneath the floor, in the trenches like a war. If they wanna give them more, when I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. 4th down, 4 yards, put it all on the line. I am not worried cause it is our time. I hear the crowd in the background, man, they just wanna see me shine. For the hell of it, it's irrelevant. You lacking the intelligence to make it make sense. We gon' manifest whatever we came to get. That's a little money and a trophy and nothing they gon' respect. We don't care who the best, we don't worry who was next. We gon' put the points